Hello, my name is Ryan McSwain, and I am the new Young Life College Director of Manhattan. About a year ago, Manhattan was not even on my radar. And then the Lord did some things, one thing led to another, and now I'm going to Manhattan by September 1st to start Young Life College Ministry, and I would love to tell you the story of how that all happened. 3 years ago, I started pursuing an opportunity to start Young Life College in Dubai, which would have been awesome, but unfortunately, there has been no momentum despite all of my pursuing and all of my best efforts. In January, some momentum picked up, and I learned that I may be the one leading the charge to Dubai. First things first, I had to go to Dubai to discern whether or not it wasn't just a good plan, is it God's plan? And that trip was gonna be April 13th of 2020. And unfortunately, COVID came. Once Dubai fell through, I had 3 months to figure out what was next. And I prayed, I asked for the Lord's guidance, and best I could discern, the one thing I knew I wanted to do was Young Life College. So I started pursuing every Young Life College job I could find, and there were 3. And 2 of those opportunities fell through immediately, and all I had left was Manhattan. And by God's grace, I got the job. They offered it to me. They said, you won everyone over in the interview, and we think you're the guy that the Lord has for us. I was very excited, very anxious. They gave me a week to decide whether or not I wanted it, and I just decided this is what I'm passionate about. And God blessed me with this opportunity, and He paved the way for me to get it. So I took it. I took this job for 2 reasons. I've always wanted to be in a place where I know God is moving, and I've always wanted to be a part of an organization that leads people to Christ. Young Life does that. No matter the context, wherever Young Life is, kids come to Christ. And so I want to be a part of that. Is God moving in New York? I think so. I haven't been there yet, but what I know is whenever I talk to people, there's just an excitement in the air. There's just this common belief that God's gonna do something big in Manhattan through Young Life College. But I'm not naive. Big things don't happen with a couple of different things that I'll be needing. Funding, I'll need people giving to me, and I'll need people praying for me. I have set a goal of to raise $100,000 by September 1st, and I need some help reaching that goal. I've also committed to get 150 people praying for me on a regular basis. And that means if you're committing to pray for me, that when I send out a newsletter, I'm gonna have a prayer list that you're committing to pray through that prayer list at least one time. I need a lot of people praying through that prayer list to make this happen. I need the Lord's favor. So if any of those things interest you, see the links attached with this video. You'll see a link to subscribe and a link to give, and it would help tremendously. If you wanna know more, reach out to me. I'd love to talk to you. My email will be attached to this as well. Feel free to reach out. Thing's really close.